If I asked you to imagine the human genome, you'd probably picture something complete, a finished instruction manual for human life. And I used to think that too. But one of the most surprising scientific discoveries of the last 5 years taught me that our map of humanity was never actually complete. Growing up, I never thought of measles as just another childhood disease. In my family, it had names and faces. My aunt and uncle both lost their vision after contracting measles as children, and they survived the infection, but a preventable disease permanently changed their lives. Their story shaped how I see medicine. I realized that the greatest breakthroughs aren't only about curing diseases. They're about understanding people well enough to prevent suffering before it begins. And that's why I believe the most impactful scientific finding of the last 5 years is the Human Pangenome Reference, published in 2023 by the Human Pangenome Reference Consortium in Nature. To appreciate why this matters, imagine trying to understand the entire world using a map of one city. You'd learn a lot, but your map would always be incomplete. For decades, genetics faced a similar challenge. The Human Genome Project, completed in 2003, revolutionized biology by giving us our first reference genome. But there was one important limitation. The reference genome relied primarily on DNA from a single individual. We call it the human genome, even though it couldn't fully represent humanity. And according to the 2023 Nature paper by the Human Pangenome Reference Consortium, scientists addressed this by creating a new reference from 47 high-quality human genome assemblies, capturing far more of the genetic diversity found across our species. Instead of comparing everyone's DNA to one blueprint, researchers now have a much more complete map of a human genetic variation. And at first that sounds like a technical improvement, but believe me, it changes something much deeper. For years, biology searched for the normal human genome. The Human Pangenome showed us that there isn't one. Nature has never written only one version of the human story. We did. That realization transformed how I think about the natural world. Human diversity isn't an exception to biology. It's one of biology's defining features. According to a 2024 review in Nature Reviews Genetics, the human pangenome is already improving the discovery of disease-causing genetic variants, strengthening rare disease diagnoses, and making precision medicine more accurate for populations that have historically been underrepresented in genomic research. As someone who hopes to become a physician, that idea resonated deeply with me. My family's experience with measles taught me that people suffer when medicine fails to reach them. The Human Pangenome taught me that people can also be left behind when science doesn't fully see them. And to me, this discovery isn't remarkable simply because it gives us a better reference genome. It's challenged one of the science's oldest assumptions, that understanding humanity begins by finding what's average. Instead, it reminds us that understanding humanity begins by embracing the diversity that has always existed. And I believe the Human Pangenome has changed one of the most important questions in medicine. Not what does the average human genome look like, but how can we understand every patient well enough to give them the care they deserve? To me, that's more than a scientific breakthrough. It's a new way of seeing humanity. Thank you.